Good evening to you, beautiful people. So glad you joined us this evening, Tuesday, the 8th of June 2021. This is your informative program, Obinwannem News Analysis Hour, where we bring you headlines of the day in Nigeria and around the globe. I am your regular host, Nwakama Onyechi. Thanks for joining us. First on the list, we want no Yoruba Christian as president, Muslim group. We want no Yoruba Christian as president, Muslim group. Muslim Rights Concern Murik, an Islamic human rights group, had maintained that it would not subscribe to having a Christian from the Yoruba race emerge as the next president of the country come 2023. In its opinion, the group added that if the presidency were to be zoned in Southwest, then it should be a Yoruba Muslim. This was captured in a statement released by the director of the organization, Professor Ishaq Akintola. He emphasized that he was not opposing a Christian becoming president, but would rather prefer the said candidates emerge from another region that is not the Southwest. He maintained that they do not have a problem with a Christian president, inasmuch as Nigeria is in a democratic dispensation and also a multi-religious nation, so long as the person respects the rights of Muslims. Akintola further alleged that Christians were domineering the systems in the region because they were said to be more educated. This he blamed on colonialism, saying it's a tool that manipulated system to favor their converts against the Islamic counterparts. He also claimed Christians in Yoruba land have been the best in the helm of the country's affairs. He narrated that 2 Yoruba Christians have been military head of state and presidents. They are Matthew Olusegun Obasanjo from 1976 to 1979 and 1999 to 2007. Interim head of state Ernest Shonekan from August 1993 to November 1993, and Vice President Professor Yemi Osibanjo 2015 to date, but no single Yoruba Muslim has had the opportunity to taste power in the center. It would be unfair to give the slot of presidency to a Yoruba Christian again if the post is zoned to the region. Democracy is about inclusion and equal opportunity, he maintained. We move to the next headline. House of Reps issue a 3-day ultimatum to CBN IGP over looted funds. House of Reps issue a 3-day ultimatum to CBN IGP over looted funds. Ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives investigating recovered assets has given the Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele, Inspector General of Police Usman Baba Akali 70 hours to appear before it. Same ultimatum was also issued by the committee to Babagana Monguno and the Director General of Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency NIMASA, Bashir Jamon. The summons was issued. Shall I take that again? The summons was issued on Monday after Emefiele and others failed to honor subsequent summons by the committee. Nevertheless, the government officials has sent representatives, but the committee chairman Adejoru Adeogun said they failed to forward letters to that effect. He said allowing representatives without a proper letter of introduction would be akin to condoning impersonators. Following the deadline given to the government officials, Ibrahim Ishaka said agencies created by acts of parliament should not be undermining the parliament. Mr. Ishaka suggested that the House should use legislative powers to shut down its activities if the agencies fail to appear before them. In line with the 1999 Constitution, the Committee of the National Assembly has the powers to summon anyone in the course of an investigation. Also, the section gives lawmakers powers to issue an arrest warrant. The third headline for this evening, June 12 protests. IGP orders police officers to deal with anyone who threatens security. June 12 protests. IGP orders police officers to deal with anyone who threatens security. In the lead of the forthcoming National Democracy Day, June 12th, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Akali Baba, has charged commissioners of police in the various states, including the Federal Capital Territory, to deal intensely with any person or group who may want to take advantage of the Democracy Day to threaten internal security order. The IGP, in a meeting with strategic commanders of the Nigerian Police Force, Abuja, ordered them to be civil with law-abiding citizens, but firm with any person or group that may wish to take advantage of the event to threaten internal security order. The IGP further expressed dismay over impounding of vehicles at police stations. He reiterated that police facilities are not junkyards and should not be turned to one. He said such acts create vulnerabilities which often engender attacks on their facilities. He, however, directed all commands to clear all indiscriminately impounded vehicles of their stations, adding that he would inspect the various commands and any head zonal commander, commissioner of police or unit head who does not comply with the order will be dealt with. He stressed on the emerging trend in which motorists cover their plate numbers, and it is intolerable due to the fact that it inhibits their law enforcement operations. Consequently, commissioners of police are tasked, as part of their operations, to arrest any motorist involved in this act. He further cautioned the commissioner of police who still mount roadblocks in their jurisdiction to align policing strategies to societal dynamics. The IGP charged the command to ensure deployment within their command. No one can silence me over country's predicament. No one can silence me over country's predicament. Father Mbaka reacts. The embattled cleric and spiritual director of Adoration Ministry, Enugu, Nigeria, Amen, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, had made it clear that nobody will silence him from speaking out in the precarious situation in the country. The cleric was reacting to this recent invitation by the Department of State Services, DSS, to appear before it in Abuja. This he revealed at the Adoration Ground on Sunday. He said the invitation by the DSS was a plan to make him stop criticizing the Buhari-led administration. In his sermon, he said he cannot understand how the mother church in Nigeria, which is the Catholic Church, would be carved. He maintained that the mother church is both a lamb and a lion. He narrated his encounters with past presidents and head of states, how he confronted them and told them what was going wrong in their different administrations. He declared that he is being used by a supernatural spirit called Holy Spirit. He lamented that even those who should save him are attacking him. He concluded with the Bible verse that says, "If God is for us, who can be against us? Only God can be God." The final headline for this evening: E-top lawyer releases official statements after deadly invasion by security operatives. E-top lawyer releases official statement after deadly invasion by security operatives. Defense counsel to the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, narrated in a press statement on Tuesday how he escaped death from a reported invasion of his Anambra home by Nigerian security operatives last Sunday. The security operatives were said to have launched an attack in his country home in Orifite in Anambra State, abducting his staff, burnt alive his personal assistant, Samuel Okoro, in his Toyota Corolla, and destroying his properties. This is happening for the second time in an attempt to eliminate him. Ejiofor therefore is seeking thorough investigation of the unprovoked bloody attack in his home and heinous crimes committed therein by the assailants in army, police, DSS, and civil defense uniforms operatives, demanding the immediate release of his abducted staff. In his statement, he thanked God for saving his life. He also appreciated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, for his prompt intervention in using all available platforms to stop the danger that would have led to his untimely death. He also appreciated everyone who stood by him in his trial times, including his client and friend, Femi Fani-Kayode, whom he said defied sleep at the wee hours of the night to alert the world. And that wraps up the program. We appreciate your time with us. Do make it a date with us tomorrow. The program remains Obinwannem News Analysis Hour. The news report is written by Ijoma Njoku. I am Mwakama Onyinyechi. Enjoy the rest of your day.